Welcome back. My name is Patrick, and this is the Oilers Rundown. Today's news just goes to show you, just because things look like they are leaning one way, doesn't mean there can't be a shift. All reports last week indicated that Jake Virtanen would not be joining the Oilers on a PTO, but he still hadn't signed elsewhere. Today, the Oilers made it official. The Oilers have signed Jake Virtanen to a professional tryout. In addition to Virtanen, the Oilers also made the Jason Demers PTO official as well. The disappointing thing for many Oilers fans was watching Sonny Milano, a player most fans would have preferred, signing a PTO with the Calgary Flames. I'm sure the Oilers inquired on Milano, but opportunity would have factored in greatly here. The Flames can likely offer him a better spot in the lineup. I've gone over Jake Virtanen a lot over the past few weeks, so I won't repeat everything again, but here's a quick overview. Virtanen is 26, a right winger. The Vancouver Canucks selected him 6th overall in 2014. He enjoyed his most successful seasons in Vancouver in 2018-2019, picking up 15 goals, and in 2019-2020, delivering 18 goals. Virtanen had his contract bought out by the Canucks last summer and faced sexual assault charges, but he has since been cleared of those charges. He spent last season in the KHL, picking up 16 points in 36 games. We've discussed the possibility of the Oilers signing Jake Virtanen as a potential replacement for Jesse Puljujarvi. There is no denying it's a downgrade, and I'm sure the Oilers, if they are considering it, will wait and see how Virtanen performs in training camp first. The trade would solve Edmonton's cap issues, but potentially create other issues if Virtanen underperforms. Virtanen met with the Edmonton media today following a morning skate. Here's a few clips from the availability.
A couple of issues to dive into just with everything you went through over the past year. Were you expecting it to be a little bit difficult, maybe to find a place to land or to work your way back into the game, just given all of the conversations that are happening in the game right now, about alleged sexual assault incidents and such? And even though you were found not guilty, were you expecting it to be a little bit difficult to find your way back in?
Yeah, it was obviously a very long process, and I wanted to follow that process all the way through and do it the right way. And obviously going over to Russia was was definitely a new experience for me. And then coming back, when my court case was done, I just wanted to come back, and I loved playing in the NHL, and I just want to make that happen again, and I have that opportunity right now. So, yeah.
How many other teams did you have discussions with, and how much was this something that you needed to address with teams who potentially showed interest? And do you think that it did get in the way of potential opportunity for you in other spots?
I'm not too sure, but there was quite a few teams, and we had lots of conversations over the summertime, and Edmonton and was one of them, and I talked a lot over the summer with them, and they were really good conversations, and it was a good summer. And after my stuff was all done, we really started to talk more, and obviously it was good to come here.
Ryan, as Ryan said, Daniel Nugent-Bowman, I know we've spoken a few times in the past, but as Ryan said, it's very important to note that you're found not guilty in a court. But also in the court of public opinion, there are a lot of people that aren't as convinced that you're deserving of this chance. What would you say to fans and people of the community about that, and why you do deserve this chance?
Yeah, it's been, for me, going through something like this it was a very tough thing to go through for me and my family, and my partner, and it was something. It was very hard to go through, and going through something like that, you go through a lot of ups and downs, and you learn a lot about yourself and who you are as a person, and you do a lot of self-reflection on who you are, and you know your self-worth. And, it was a long process, and I thought that by the end of it, I'm very happy and very grateful that I did it the right way and the right process, and I went through the whole thing properly, and now I'm here, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
The Oilers' other PTO signing, Jason Demers, is a 34-year-old right-shot defenseman. He also spent last season in the KHL and represented Team Canada at the Beijing Olympics. Tom Gazzola on the Oil Stream podcast mentioned he's heard Demers is a great guy in the locker room and could prove to be very valuable to the Oilers in that regard. Demers spent his last 4 NHL seasons with the Arizona Coyotes, also suiting up for San Jose, Florida, and Dallas over his 14-year career. His best days are clearly behind him, but he could be a valuable depth piece for the Oilers if he can earn a contract. If nothing else, he should be a helpful veteran to have in training camp. On today's Oilers Now, Bob Stauffer made a point of saying both Virtanen and Demers will be hard-pressed to make the roster. The Oilers will need to see their best, and they will need to beat out other players to be here on day one. There's a lot of hate out there right now for Jake Virtanen. People are upset, not just because of who they think he is as a person, but they don't feel like he brings anything to the team. If he's not bringing anything to the team, he's not going to earn a contract, so we'll see what happens here over the next couple weeks. Will Jake Virtanen be here? Will Jason Demers be here? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon.